Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, well, we've got a really interesting source stack looking into a product called Clarity Blue Glasses.
Mm,
These things are being advertised, as basically the only pair of glasses you'll ever need again.
right, the ultimate solution.
Exactly. And the claims are just massive. We're talking about glasses that supposedly auto-adjust your vision, like across this huge range,
Mm-hmm.
and merge reading and distance correction uh, seamlessly,
Mm.
plus filter blue light and UV rays, all in one frame.
Okay, let's unpack this. Are we really looking at the future of eyewear here, or is it maybe just some very clever marketing?
That's precisely the mission for us today, to figure out, is this a real breakthrough? Or is it mostly hype? Especially, when you're dealing with something as precise as vision. Think about that range they claim. Auto adjustment between 100 and 700 diopters.
Yeah. If you're not familiar, a diopter measures the optical power. So that range, 100 to 700, it covers, well, basically everything from slight farsightedness to pretty significant nearsightedness. The idea that one single product can automatically handle that for everyone, that's where you start getting skeptical. It really does sound almost too good to be true.
But the appeal is obvious, right? Convenience.
Yep.
The sources do say they feel light, comfortable,
Sure, comfort's important.
and just the idea of not having to switch glasses all the time, reading, driving, computer, it's incredibly attractive.
Definitely.
Plus, the website talks about thousands of happy users. They offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. Makes it tempting to try.
That convenience factor is absolutely the main selling point, no doubt.
Right.
But when we start looking at how they actually claim to deliver that vision correction, that's where the physics and the need for real optical precision kind of throw up some red flags. Here's where it gets really interesting. The biggest hurdle, technically speaking, is that auto adjustment. See, true vision correction depends on really specific things about your eye, like its exact length.
Right. Everyone's different.
Exactly. So correcting vision across 600 diopters, that needs some kind of super advanced dynamic lens system, something that's constantly calculating and changing shape with incredible precision. Current consumer tech, it's just not there yet. Not for something stable and clear enough to be a real prescription replacement.
Okay. But I remember the review mentioning how, seamless it felt switching focus. How does that fit with what you're saying? That sounds like a positive experience.
That's a really good point, and it highlights the difference between perceived comfort and actual optical accuracy. What the user probably experienced was some kind of maybe adaptive focus. Perhaps using fixed focal points, not a truly corrective lens tailored to them. It might feel okay for, say, basic magnifying or looking at a screen for a bit, but it almost certainly lacks the precision to genuinely fix a specific, especially a higher power prescription.
So if it feels clear, it might just be coincidence. Or only working for one specific task.
Pretty much. Or it's just good enough subjectively, but not optically correct across that whole claimed range.
Got it. Okay, let's switch gears to the other big health claim. The blue light filtering. Huge trend, right? Everyone's worried about eye strain, sleep.
Oh yeah, it's everywhere.
What does the independent research say about Clarity Blue's claims there?
Well, again, it sounds good on paper, but the evidence. It doesn't quite back up the strong claims made by many blue light products, including potentially these. What's fascinating here is the gap between the marketing and the actual science. Independent research mentioned in our sources strongly suggests eye strain is mostly tied to how long you stare at screens and how close you are.
So not the blue light itself, necessarily.
Not primarily, no. It seems to be more about visual fatigue from prolonged focusing and maybe reduced blinking. So while these blue light filters do block some blue light, studies show they don't reliably reduce eye strain or improve sleep quality for most people. If the Clarity Blue glasses cut down on glare, yeah, that might make screens feel a bit more comfortable subjectively. But they likely aren't solving the root cause of that tired eye feeling after hours online.
Okay, so what does this all mean? If someone's thinking, great, I can ditch all my prescription glasses for these, the reviewer's conclusion seems pretty clear, leaning heavily towards skepticism.
Definitely.
These glasses might offer a little bit of comfort, maybe reduce some screen glare slightly, so perhaps okay as an accessory.
Possibly, for some very limited uses.
But the big takeaway from the sources is, absolutely do not count on them as that all-in-one professional vision solution they're marketed as. If you go in expecting real prescription-level performance across that huge 100 to 700 diopter range or major eye health benefits, well, you're probably going to be disappointed.
And this whole situation, it really raises a bigger question for you, the consumer, doesn't it? We keep seeing these single solution fixes marketed for really precise medical needs like vision. How much are we willing to trade? Are we prioritizing comfort and convenience over necessary precision? What do you trust more at the end of the day? The promise of an easy fix or the credible, verifiable proof needed for something as important as your eyesight, something definitely worth thinking about.